Let's take a look at the build you saw in the ISA using the Jem'Hadar Vanguard Warship T6 with a cannon, Polaron cannon build. I'm using the advanced PSO Polaron dual cannons from the Lucari reputation, the advanced temporal defense Polaron dual heavy cannons from the temporal reputation, and 3 Polaron dual cannons pen. Then I used the Elite Fleet Intervention Protomatter Deflector Array from the Fleet Colony, the prevailing fortified impulse engines with the engineering hang, so you get the speed boost and turn rate with healing. Then the prevailing fortified warp core from the competitive reputation, and the prevailing innervated resilient shield array with the crit chance and severity. The hull capacity one's pretty nice too. And then this gives you the 3-piece for hull capacity, special weapon specializations, and the bonus energy damage resistance rating. Then for off weapons I use the 2 Polaron turrets pen and the advanced inhibiting Polaron omnidirectional beam array from the Gamma reputation, I believe it is, or competitive. And then I use for devices the subspace field modulator, the energy amplifier, and the rep matter capacitor. For consoles I use the universal dynamic power redistribution module, the ordnance accelerator, which is the 2-piece with the omni beam as far as I know, which gives chronoton, phaser, Polaron, and flight turn rate. Then the domino console from the Bajorn interceptor for the accuracy rating and the clicky. Then the hostile acquisition console for the accuracy rating and the clicky. Then the chronoton drive actuator, which is the 2-piece with the temporal set, which gives you critical or directed energy damage bonus and critical severity. And the PSO electric focuser from the Lucari reputation for the Polaron damage, flight turn rate, and the 2-piece, which is another Polaron damage. And then 5 Polaron vulnerability locators. Then for skills I use a very heavy tech focus. For a more detailed rundown, check my channel, I have a video on the skill tree. And then I use Miracle Worker and Strategist. And for pugs, Miracle Worker is usually better, and otherwise Intelligence is better. Then for traits I use A Good Day to Die, Accurate, Cannon Training, and both these you can get superior versions of, but they're pretty expensive. Context is for Kings, Fleet Coordinator, Operative, Inspirational Leader, Intense Focus, and Self-Modulating Fire. Then for Starship traits I use Cold-Hearted, Emergency Weapon Cycles, Promise of Ferocity, and Withering Barrage. And if I'd have this one unlocked I'd use Calm Before the Storm. And then Space Reputation I used Advanced Targeting Systems, Controlled Countermeasures, which procs with Cold-Hearted, Precision for the crit severity or crit chance, and Magnified Firepowers. And if I had the last one unlocked I'd use the Shield Pen one. And then for Active Reputation I use all the space ones. Then for the stations I use a Pirate Engineer, SRO Tech 1, or an one SRO, 1 Vanguard Tech, 1 Vanguard Psi, and 1 Vanguard Engineer, because it's a Vanguard character, Jem'Hadar. Then I use the Emergency Power to Engines 1, Ox the Bat 1, Fall 1, Chemoside Laser Weaponry 2, Attack Pattern Beta 2, Cannon Scatter Volley 3, Distributed Targeting 1, Narrow Sensor Bands 2, and Mixed Armaments 2, and you can swap these 2 around as well. And as well for the build, if you want to have a little bit more healing, you can swap in 3 Colony Tech consoles here, for instance. Then Engineering Team 1, Ox the Bat 1, Emergency Power to Weapons 3, and Hazard Emitters 1. And lastly the Active Duty Officers, which is Space Increased Damage versus Borg, Attack Pattern Beta restores hull when firing, and 3 Technicians. And the Warfare Master Space Increased Damage versus all. Thanks for watching. I hope this was useful. Like and subscribe, and see you in the next one.